This morning, we gonna begin with the launch of the manifesto of the opposition People's National Party. Yes, for the September 3, 2025 general elections. And the PNP went to the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel last evening to launch their manifesto. And of course, it comes in the context of the election campaign and the issues surrounding messaging. What is the message for the Jamaican voter? What is the big idea, alternative for the people of Jamaica to choose between the PNP and the JLP? The PNP have accused them of being intellectually lazy for such a long time that they have not really sat down and done the hard work in this increasingly difficult and complex world to present a viable, credible alternative to the people of Jamaica. From time to time, we hear ideas, suggestions, not properly thought out and researched, fuzzy thinking in terms of costing. And here we are now, where the PNP has presented its manifesto. And in the preamble to the contents, it says it's Jamaica love. That's how it's marking the manifesto. And it says it's a political philosophy of transformation and progress. Every Jamaican lives between two places. One is where we are now, the struggle, the hardship, the present reality. The other is where we long to be, or ambitions, or hopes to be better, or hopes or better future. Mission Jamaica Love is a journey between those two coordinates. It says this manifesto is a declaration of that journey, a call to action, a people's pledge to Jamaica. It is not just about promises. It is about service for the country over self. It is about building a Jamaica where progress is not a privilege for the few, but a right for all. A Jamaica where development is not just a headline, but a lived experience. It continues, we believe in a government that fixes the road under your feet and the system above your head. We do not just want to manage hardship. We are here to clear the path, unlock potential, and build futures. We ask you to join us, not just with your vote, but with your voice and your vision. Together, let us rise with one purpose, to love Jamaica through action, to build Jamaica through service. And then it speaks of the pillars of the mission of Jamaica Love. And Jamaica Love, it says, is based on the 10 pillars, yes? Justice for all, access to quality education, modern infrastructure, agriculture and food security, innovation and industry, care for the vulnerable and health services, accountability in governance, land, housing and ownership, opportunity for youth, violence, prevention and safer communities, and environmental resilience. Yes, that is the overview, right? Now, Siobhan Campbell was at the launch yesterday evening at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. Here's his report.
Mission Jamaica Love. 10 pillars the PNP promises will bring true opportunity and a better life for all Jamaicans. It's an acronym for Justice for All, access to quality education, modern infrastructure, agriculture and food security, innovation and industry, care for the vulnerable, and accountability in governance. Love continues with land, housing and ownership, opportunity for youth, violence prevention, and environmental resilience. Presenting the document Tuesday evening, PNP President Mark Golding recognized the steady macroeconomic gains made over the last two administrations. He, however, decried what he sees as the lack of meaningful pass-through to the wider society.
The daily reality faced by our people is very different. Wages cannot stretch, prices rise daily, public services are substandard, young people have too few opportunities, and communities across our country are trapped in poverty, crime, and neglect. Stability in the public finances without quality of life for the people is not prosperity, and is why the people of Jamaica are clamoring for change.
The opposition leader promised sweeping reforms across several socio-economic areas in Jamaican life. Among them, opposition Senator Donna Scott Motley spoke to the need for critical justice improvements, not only in court infrastructure, but also what she believes is proper stakeholder-led constitutional reform.
Because if you love your people, you must give them a place where they feel appreciated and valued. And so we will pursue constitutional amendments through a transparent and participatory process that engages shareholders from the ground up, all aimed primarily at the outset with replacing the British monarch with a Jamaican president, chosen by the people and accountable to the people.
Likewise, industry spokesman for the PNP, Anthony Hilton, called for reinvigoration of brand Jamaica and an export and logistics-led economy. He says the PNP endeavors to deliver 100,000 direct jobs in short order through its policy proposals.
Logistics is the lifeblood of modern commerce, and Jamaica is uniquely positioned to be its beating heart in the Americas. We will build logistics hubs that position Jamaica as a gateway between the Americas and the world. We will create over 100,000 direct jobs and 400,000 indirect jobs, not in 5 decades, but in the next decade, anchored in a bold SEZ infrastructure strategy.
The PNP is promising that there's more to come for Jamaicans under a future PNP government.
Time come to lift our country higher and build a future that belongs to all of us. Let us take this journey together. Thank you.
Siobhan Campbell for Nationwide News.
Meanwhile, the PNP General Secretary, Dr. Dayton Campbell, closing out the proceedings last evening, sought to assure Jamaicans that the PNP is paying attention to the things they say are making their lives difficult.
We took our time in opposition to consult with the people. This is the People's Party. We did messaging polls. We did focus group discussions. We involved the delegates at our annual conference. We got feedback from the task force, from the different shadow spokespersons. And we have put together some practical solutions for complex problems that are affecting our country. We've heard from the people. They want to see what they're working for. People want to be able to enjoy life here and don't feel that they have to migrate in order to have a good life.
Dr. Campbell says he's prepared for steps the governing JLP will take in an attempt to undermine the PNP's manifesto pledges.
And we know what our opponents are likely to do. They knew that an election was due and they were supposed to call it, and yet still we've gotten to this point and they don't have a manifesto as yet. We know exactly what they will do. We say 50,000 houses, they will say 60,000, even though in the last term they've only built 20.
Dr. Dayton Campbell, the PNP General Secretary. Well, in reacting to the PNP's manifesto launch yesterday, the JLP's chairman, or the chairman of the JLP's manifesto committee, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, says the opposition has no concept of how to put forward credible plans that are properly funded.
The Jamaica Labour Party takes note of the proposed launch of the PNP Manifesto today. We note it as a concession on the point of achievements. We look forward with interest to see what makes it into print because, of course, the announcements that they have been making thus far have not only failed to inspire the people of Jamaica, but have maybe required more thinking because they have required clarification upon a clarification or have demonstrated a clear disconnect from what it takes to cost and fund a budget in today's world.
Senator Johnson Smith said the JLP's manifesto is ready. She says the document will take plans for the improvement of the country to another level.
Our policymaking approach is undoubtedly completely different from theirs. Our approach is one that has built on and seeks to build on the 9 years of work, of strategy, of planning, of achievements, and about taking things to another level. It's about making sure that we make the biggest impact possible based on the foundation that we have already laid. So these are not things are not pulled from the sky. These are well-grounded, well-thought-out policies and prescriptions.
Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith. We're going to move now to the JLP's candidate in waiting in Northwest Manchester, Damien Young. He has been generating quite a bit of attention because it is being said, put it no stronger than that Northwest Manchester is in play because of the candidacy and campaign of Damien Young. Northwest Manchester is represented in the Parliament by three-term MP, the PNP's Michael Phillips. And apparently Mr. Young, who ran in 2020 and lost to Michael, has stayed there, and it is said he has made inroads. How much inroads? We don't know. Will that create something of an upset? We don't know. But apparently the Labour Party has been putting in a lot of effort in supporting his candidacy. Now, Northwest Manchester, if you know your politics, is usually safe PNP territory. The last time it voted Labour was 45 years ago, in 1980, when Stafford Horton, the pharmacist from Mandeville, won it for the JLP. Since then, it has been loyal to the People's National Party. It's the old seat of, which of the Peart brothers is it? Deanie? Yes, Dean Peart. Yes? And you know the Peart name is political royalty in Manchester. And Michael Phillips inherited the seat from Dean Peart. And it has remained loyal to the PNP all these decades. But there's a sense that something is happening there. And yesterday, the top brass of the Labour Party, led by Andrew Holness, Desmond Mackenzie, were in northern Manchester, that northern belt. Yeah? And according to Mr. Young, his party workers are ready. Yeah?
It's important to note we have been working as a team. We have been training our workers. We have put our workers in place. We have done our canvas. We know our numbers. We know that victory is nigh. We have also made sure that we adequately engage ourselves with the people. We have shared our plans with the people. The people know what Job Boss intends to do. The people know what Damien Young wants to accomplish. The people understand that I come to bring opportunities and jobs to the young people of Northwest Manchester.
Damien Young, yes? He says things will be different second time round.
I want to say to the PNP people and the JLP people of Northwest Manchester who are fed up and tired with the lack and the underrepresentation, who has no voice, who cannot access the powers that be, who want real and proper representation but cannot get it, who when they turn up to the office of the current MP, they have to stay there from morning till night and don't get any attention in the service, who have to drive on these uncomfortable and deplorable road conditions. I want to say to all these people, soon and very soon, deliverance will come.
Deliverance will come. Yeah. Deliverance was a term, a phrase that we heard in 1980. It was the JLP campaign slogan, deliverance is near. Yeah. And he's invoking that. But I think Michael and a number of the other incumbent MPs, those who are there for 2 terms and more, some of them are in problems, Yeah? On both sides of the political divide. It's not only on one side. The incumbent MPs are under pressure because people are demanding more. What have you done in your 2 terms, your 3 terms, your 4 terms? So don't be surprised if several of the incumbents serving 2 terms and more look shaky on election night across the divide, because people are demanding more from their members of parliament where performance is concerned. You heard Damien Young speak about poor road conditions. That is an issue right across the country. And yesterday we heard from the Works Minister, Robert Morgan, that the Spark program, that $40 billion program, that work has now begun on more than 80 roads under that program. Yeah, here's Khaleesi Wright's report on that.
The program is officially known as the Shared Prosperity through Accelerated Improvement to Our Road Network. It's popularly called SPARK. It began in December 2024 and is valued at $45 billion. It includes the rehabilitation of main, local, and community roads. Works Minister Robert Morgan says rehabilitation work is well advanced on at least 1 road in each constituency.
To a great extent, we have started about 80 other roads at various levels of completion. Starting a road doesn't mean that the chapter is on the road. There's a whole series of processes that have to take place. We have to do the designs, we have to do the surveys, we have to do all of those things.
Yes.
So far, we've probably gone about 80 other roads, which have started, which means that we would have achieved our target of at least 1 road started per constituency. I have not fully achieved my target to finish 100 roads by September, because what has happened is that as we are doing the work, we're coming up on infrastructural and engineering challenges, and we have to address those challenges.
The program includes 4 work orders to date. Minister Morgan noted that the roads under 3 of the 4 work orders have already started.
So for work order number 1, we have started about 14 of the roads. For work order number 2, we have 14 as well. Work order number 3, we have 12 roads and so on. So we have started 3 work orders so far, and if each work order has 42, then you can imagine that's 42 times 3, that's 126. So we have 126 roads that are at various stages of whether engineering or fixing, and but in terms of actual work on the ground, I think we have gone about 70 roads so far.
He says no other administration has invested more in road rehabilitation of the nation's roads.
Since between March 2024 and March 2025, we would have expended approximately $7.5 billion on road infrastructure. This does not include the Mobile Perimeter Road. This does not include the South Coast Highway Improvement Project or the other capital projects, which is another $20 billion. Between March of this year and now, we have gone approximately over almost $5 billion on the road work that we have been doing. We are fixing over the last 2 years. More roads have been fixed in the last 2 years, Tana, than have ever been fixed in the history of the country.
Khaleesi Wright for Nationwide News.
Thank you, Khaleesi. So that's roads. And, you know, roads, water, cost of living, yeah, are the big issues of concern to Jamaicans going into September 3. Roads, water, cost of living. Yeah, they tell us that in our Blue Dot poll surveys. Yeah. By the way, I see the questions online. Yes, our Blue Dot pollsters are going back into the field for the last time before the elections. Yeah. And we will bring you the results at least 3-4 days before the elections. Yes? So that is going to be keenly anticipated, I'm sure. Yeah? But we shall see.